Greetings to everyone, the IUCEE team, the competition organizers and respected ones. I am Rohan and my teammates are Nachiket and Sriram. We are students of Vidyavadaka College of Engineering and presenting this project under the guidance of Dr. S.A. Mohan Krishna. Before solving the problem or implementing this project, we were guided to ask ourselves a set of questions and we got the statement of problem very clearly. It's a problem related to respiration and the role of oxygen is vital. Oxygen concentrators are of high demand and shortage of oxygen is leading to loss of lives and post-COVID recovery is very less. Supporting this facility to every hospital or every COVID center is a challenge. So, our project objective was to enhance oxygen supply through photosynthesis. That involved a plant selection, optimum temperature and light availability and a setup to achieve the same. As per our research, an average plant leaf produces 5 milliliters of oxygen per hour per leaf. So now, let us assume an average plant of 100 leaves, which gives us 100 leaves into 5 ml, which is equal to 500 milliliters per hour per plant. Now, according to research, a person requires around 20 to 25 liters of oxygen per hour. By considering the above points, we found out that one person requires an approximation of 50 plants for sufficient oxygen. As per our groundwork, oxygen production by plants through photosynthesis depends on 3 major factors. They are temperature, carbon dioxide content, light absorbed by the plants. Here we have a graph showing carbon dioxide requirement for photosynthesis. From the graph, the normal carbon dioxide range is 300 ppm, but the main observation we have to make here is that photosynthesis is maximum at 1200 ppm. Carbon dioxide production, as we all know, is not that difficult. It can easily be produced with daily household items. For example, combining baking soda with vinegar produces carbon dioxide. And here we have the reaction and its equation. As per our calculations and research, plants produce more oxygen under red light. That is, light of wavelength ranging from 620 to 750 nanometers, and light of this wavelength can easily be produced artificially. Here we have a graph showing rate of photosynthesis against a temperature, and it is clear that photosynthesis will be maximum at 20 to 30 degrees centigrade. Coming to plant selection, here we have small plants which produce more oxygen. Some very good examples are the snake plant, areca palm, tulsi, aloe vera, spider plant, peace lily. All these plants are fantastic examples and they share very good qualities. They remove air pollutants, they absorb carbon dioxide in night, they are popular indoor plants with very low maintenance, they improve air humidity and they are easy to look after. In this slide, we can see how artificially we can produce light of required wavelength and the greenhouse setup. We are doing this to maintain optimum temperature range, and another reason for this is that it acts like a chamber where oxygen is concentrated. Normally, maintaining temperature range involves refrigeration, which is of high cost, but this idea is cost effective. Let me just briefly tell about oxygen concentrators. In our atmosphere, we have 78% of nitrogen and only 21% of oxygen. Out of this 21% of oxygen, they concentrate. But in our greenhouse setup, the gases trapped are complete oxygen and can easily be transported through oxygen mask or nebulizers with a simple usage of filter. This is what I meant in the previous slide. Oxygen reached to patients through mask or nebulizer. Therefore, combining all the above factors, oxygen production can be increased anywhere from 20 to 50% as a safe rough estimate. That is nearly doubling the efficiency of photosynthesis with proper utilization of the 3 major factors, which is temperature, light and carbon dioxide content. Therefore, considering 50% increase in oxygen, 50 plants required can be decreased to around 30 plants, and so more plants can be accommodated for more setups. An average oxygen concentrator costs around 50,000 to 80,000. Our system, including plants, greenhouse setup with artificial lightings, does not exceed rupees 5,000. By implementing both methods here, oxygen production and enrichment can effectively be carried out using less cost and maintenance. This is definitely not a replacement for oxygen concentrators, but it is surely an alternative for post-recovery of COVID patients with very low cost. And finally, we would like to thank the IUCEE team for providing with necessary resources and giving us an opportunity to work in this project. Hope if any one person is benefited from a project, we would be greatly satisfied and let order be restored in our society. Thank you.